if you're gonna miss Corey Goodwin, well, he's still on the Artist of the Month shirt right there that you can get for the rest of the month of June, along with other things such as shirts, jerseys, beanies, phone covers, backpacks, and we have the gift of choice. Give all the details too, like where we're going to be. Park West is where we're going to be, and doors will be opening there at 7 p.m. Show starting at 8. We're going to be going all night with live comedy, games, music, prizes, and big ass party at the end of the night. And who knows what else? Become a subscriber. As I say, you can do that many ways to keep these shows going. I would encourage you to use your Amazon account, using our Amazon Pay button, put in the username, password, press send. Ooh, toasty goodness, all over your body. Oh, you know what? Told you, man. Now we talking about pimps and hoes. Disney found a new hoe to put out there. We thought he'd get everybody.
Get your big head ass out there. Come down out of the sky.
Yeah, got that elephant, man. Finally, elephant's trying to hide. Get your big ass out there and make me some money, bitch. And you know what?
You don't make me some money, but put that young girl of yours out there in the corner.
Hey, you talking about my elephant, man? I don't care. So what? But nah, man, it's Dumbo's turn to start tricking. And you know what? I was a little nervous about this. I knew it was happening for a while. I just kind of forgot about it because Disney's remaking shit every week now.
Sure.
Can't stop.
Yeah, it kind of got buried for me under Lion King and
Mary Poppins,
Winnie the Pooh. So I was like, I just kind of forgot about Dumbo, which is, I'm a little nervous about this because Dumbo, I don't say it too often because I always say Pinocchio is my favorite animated film that they've done from a technical standpoint, but it's just something about the emotion in Dumbo that I love.
When he comes around, it's useless to resist. Remember those quintuplets and the woman in the shoe. Maybe he's got his eye on you.
Now you're seeing the cute part of that, but Dumbo makes me choke up because Dumbo's a little kid, or like a baby. Mm-hmm.
He's a mutant.
He's a mutant baby, deformed. And those bitch ass elephants, you mean they were making fun of him? Oh, don't look at him, he's deformed. Yeah. Whatever they were saying. It really, man, this is a movie that shows just it was cruel. I mean, there's a lot of cruelty in this movie. It's a lot of cruelty in this movie,
racism.
man, and racism. And the only thing that Dumbo has is his mother, which he gets taken away from, and then he has this little mouse that's his only friend. And I'm just like, wow, everything. People say everything is right there. I don't know if they'll be able to capture that in another movie, but don't stop Disney from trying.
Nah.
And they so this one is directed by Tim Burton,
right?
Which, on one hand, Tim Burton, look, I got respect for Tim Burton. I always think he's the best emotional director.
He's a mixed bag.
Yeah, he is a mixed bag. I know they had that movie, what was the dude whose father, he went on a journey.
Big Fish.
Big Fish. That's one of his most emotional films. But sometimes he can be uneven. However,
to say the least.
What the hell, the goddamn Unabomber back then? Just laughing. We didn't say anything funny, man.
I know. I know.
This elephant has been abused, cruelty, racism. Maybe he's trying to do his elephant impression. Cruelty to animals. Fuck them. Who cares about the Dumbo? But the other thing with this is that it is set in a circus.
Sure.
If Tim Burton knows anything, it's that circus.
That's true. He sets movies in circuses when they don't even belong there. He finds a way to crowbar in a circus in half the movies he made.
Wasn't he did was it Miss Peregrine's Home for Weird Ass Kids? And that ended up in the circus. Yeah.
This motherfucker make a movie about the Holocaust. Hitler's gonna have a dream about the circus. He's gonna go to the circus at one point in the movie. So this is his thing right here. Now they just put out a teaser for it, and the cool thing about it is that it really is a teaser. I don't think you get to see a whole lot of Dumbo in action. You don't get to see a whole lot.
Aren't there barely any animals in this?
With this teaser, it went by so quick that maybe they did show Dumbo, give you a good shot of him.
Oh yeah,
they show a shot, but I don't remember seeing him moving a bunch or anything.
Yeah,
that I remember.
Yeah.
Well, they show his nose going like this and his ears,
which is cool because that's the big star effect of this movie. And I like that they're actually using a teaser for a teaser. So let's go ahead and see how they tease little Dumbo in this, and we'll be back.
Dumbo.
So they tease him
name?
already.
Yeah, little Dumbo. He's gonna be in Superfly too.
Sure.
Like, what the fuck? Drop an elephant shit on people. No, that's what it was. They showed Dumbo, but they didn't show you a lot of the flying effects that they're going to have with him. Man, I'll tell you this much. What I really love about it, I'm impressed with what Disney does with these remakes as far as with the animals, man. Because it looks like, if you look at the design of Dumbo, looks like a real elephant, man. You know, they got they brought it to life, and they still managed to capture sort of the feeling of the animated Dumbo, right there. So I'm kind of impressed with that in a way. You can see a big all-star cast in there: Colin Farrell, Danny DeVito, and Batman. Michael Keaton.
So is Hugh Jackman going to come out and sing?
I brought my freaks. Yo, man.
Hey.
What's interesting is Danny DeVito is basically playing the same character he did from Big Fish.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he was the head of a circus in Big Fish.
Oh, yeah.
So he just kept the costume.
Pretty much.
Like Tim Burton called him up. Hey, you still got that costume, man? Tell me you still got that shit, man. They didn't show like any of the animals. Like they didn't show you like the mouse. They didn't show you some of the other elephants. And they sure as hell didn't show you them racist ass crows.
Yeah, where my crows at?
See, I seen all that too. I seen a peanut stand and heard a rubber band. I seen a needle that winked its eye.
I dare you, Disney. I dare you to put the crows on
I want him to do it
Me
so
too.
bad.
Please.
So bad.
Please do it.
I'll play
Please.
about Amigos. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, put some trap ass crows up in there.
Look at the flying.
Shit, look at that motherfucking elephant's ears. Look at that nigga's ears. Ah!
Like, oh my God. Full price.
Yeah. I dare you to do it. I want to see. You know, y'all can't just act like this didn't happen. We gotta have the crows in there some kind of
something.
They're going to come in, but they're going to be like distinguished. It's going to be like Morgan Freeman playing one of them.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
No, Morgan Freeman gonna be the one looking at people's asses and shit.
No, ass fly.
Knowing Disney, one of them will be British. The other one will be Irish.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
That's what they're gonna do. They're gonna get all black actors, but it's gonna be Idris Elba.
The boy from
gonna be the Martin Luther King. Martin Luther King.
David, a yellow one.
Oh yeah. Oh, I say, bloke, is that an elephant with big ears?
Blimey!
Oh, that's gonna be talking like slaves. Eyes never seen an elephant flies.
All right.
Eyes done seen about everything.
Two at Edgeford.
Yeah, you two.
Those are the three.
But everything else besides the all-star cast that you have, like we said, they got Colin Farrell in there. You know, they got Michael Keaton. If he can get the emotion down, I mean, like I said, if you've seen Dumbo, that when he's separated from his mother, you know, that's a classic scene. That trunk comes out when he can't reach his mother, and it's like, man, I'm tearing up right now. I can't talk about this shit. So, but if they can capture that in the movie, then great. How do you feel about it, though?
I think it looks great. I'm like, man, y'all spent a lot of money on this circus, right?
We can't smell them through the screen.
True. It's funny because I even wonder, like, have we reached a point where kids don't even know what a circus is?
Yeah,
because it's just not at all a dominant form of entertainment anymore.
Well, between nobody wanting to go to a circus anymore because we got other distractions now, and the animal cruelty that goes with it.
Right.
You take the animals out, nobody want to see juggling, jumping motherfuckers around.
Circus so
clowns.
Yeah, I just watch it on YouTube.
That's one right there.
Right. But it looks fantastic, and it's not giving me the kind of Tim Burton heebie-jeebies a lot of his
Look
movies
at the scope of that right there. It's a period piece, man.
Yeah. It's almost like a Buzzley Berkeley musical the way they put that together.
Yeah.
I just, with Tim Burton, I'm just always nervous because he has a habit of making some movies that are really good for the first two acts, and then he just kind of abandons them in the third act, the story. And I mean, he's got a blueprint here, so I feel like he can't really do that.
Yeah.
So hopefully it's going to work out because this looks great.
See, my biggest complaint is I was never a big fan of the Dumbo cartoon growing up. But I was a Jungle
He's hurt by this.
I was a Jungle Book guy. They did my movie right. But with this, it seems like, all right, we're focusing more on the humans.
Yeah.
And that wasn't the major role of Dumbo in the original one. It was like, all right, here's this kid. I'm sorry, this elephant that's being treated poorly, and he's working with the mice and the crows and everything else, and we're gonna see where it comes from there. And the humans were kind of like, if I remember right, the villains in that movie.
They made the villains seem kind of scary at night when they're building the circus. It's not a frightening scene, but they're all in shadow. They're setting up the circus in the rain.
And taking the mom away.
Yeah,
Well, I would say what's positive about that is that...
Oh, and the boy that's like, yeah, look at his ears.
Yeah, I mean, I don't like the focus necessarily being taken off the animals and put on the humans, but that does change it up.
But with Dumbo, it's like, all right, I'm feeling the way, especially the way Tim Burton does these things. He tends to focus it more on the character that's not the extraordinary one, like with Alice in Wonderland. Like, when you saw Alice in Wonderland, you're like, wow, Mad Hatter's here, the caterpillar's bugging out, like, what's going on here? But in that one, it's like, oh, she's the warrior now. Let's focus on that. It's like, I don't give a shit about her. I want to see these other cool things. Yeah,
exactly. No, I hear you, man. And now, you know what? You have a point, because I was noticing things in it. I was scared to mention it before because I thought it would sound stupid, but if you're familiar with Dumbo, then you know that his only friend in the beginning is the mouse. And playing on the joke that all the elephants are scared of mice. How ironic that this mouse is his best friend.
Dumbo, the ninth wonder of the universe.
Settle your ass down. You know what? That mouse though, I was wondering if they do take a twist on this where you don't have the animals talking, is Danny DeVito going to be that role? Could that be a possibility?
Ooh, possibly.
Yeah, which sounds kind of cool and bad at the same time. Well, but depending on how they tell the story.
Yeah,
it
could be done that way,
and it could be cool if
there's a way that could work.
Yeah, and and I think that another twist where the humans didn't play a big part in the original. This is one where they do. They you have some humans who are cruel and some who are his friend.
I think knowing Tim Burton and the stuff that he's done, he's probably going to have those two kids be his best friend, and then everybody else, the adults, and maybe Danny DeVito would be cool, but everyone else is just going to be a dick. Because, like the way he's showing it here, like those two kids are like, they find him in the haystack.
Yeah.
Like, all right, everyone's welcome here, and like she has to go up and give him a cookie or whatever to make him fly. So it's like, all right, that little girl and little boy are going to be the catalyst and the friends of Dumbo to make him go in and do all this stuff. From what they're showing here.
Yeah.
And Danny DeVito will probably also be like an old performer who gets abused as well.
Yeah.
To draw a parallel.
Which actually, when you put it that way, that sounds cool.
And Colin Farrell missing his arm.
Oh yeah.
He is?
Yeah, because you see some scenes where he has both, and others where he has one.
Like when he first found Dumbo in that haystack, his left arm's missing.
Wow, I didn't even notice that, man. Yeah, I mean that means he'll probably be a cool character unless he just beats the shit out with that one arm. Another reason why I like Dumbo, it has one of the most, for the time period that it came out in, one of the most psychedelic pieces.
The elephant.
Yeah, as you can see here, there's a big elephant bubble right there, and I can only hope that that's going to be from the Pink Elephants on Parade segment that went on in the original Dumbo.
Dumbo, you see what I see?
I'm tripping the fuck out, man. The animators had a great time with this. I remember reading about it when they did this segment, but also
because they were all high.
Yeah, exactly. The animators are looking like, we animated that shit? When?
Chill, let's go with it. Yeah, we did that.
They did it all in one night.
Seeing pink elephants, was a common expression for somebody who was drunk.
Yeah.
Nobody said that in 30, 40 years.
You know what? That's fine, but it's the visuals that are going to count. And, with Tim Burton, he likes to he likes to do movies where he likes to add at some point maybe a little creepy element. And while this was not exactly a scary scene, it was
shit. Bite your tongue. It was.
I'm like, I'm fucked up right now.
And there a big elephant.
Okay, you're right. It's freaking funny.
I'm like, what movie did you watch? This is terrifying.
Yeah.
You're looking at your window, then opening it. I'm like, yo, no.
Yeah. So again, this would be the creep out moment for Tim Burton to do. So I was like, that is perfect right there, especially with the visuals that you see happening right there. So far, hearing that Tim Burton is doing this, I'm excited. It makes me more excited for this project. And
I was down on it at first, but seeing this, I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
I'm optimistic.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it very much. It even looks like they could be adding more emotion to it than they did in the original. Just because some of the human characters are more sympathetic now. What
I don't know. You got Booker Henry there.
Is that the same kid?
Yep.
That little psychopath. Can't see that kid as nothing else but a little psychopath. Ever since I saw Booker Henry. What are you gonna say?
I do think it looks good. Just my problem with it is we saw what Tim Burton did with Alice in Wonderland, and that wasn't that good. And the second thing is he already remade something. He did Planet of the Apes, and that wasn't good at all. So that's why I'm a little worried about this.
And
But-
Willy Wonka in the
And
Chocolate
Willy Wonka.
Wonka
Oh
was
yeah, his
Chocolate
track
Factory.
record with remakes are not that good, man.
So I mean, look,
Dark
it looks
Shadows.
great. It looks
Dark Shadows? Yeah, wow.
Oh my god.
You make a. You know what?
It's like somebody got stabbed.
And I'll tell you that elephant looks great, except for CGI eyes. Like I can tell it's fake from that. But other than that, this looks really good. It's just I'm worried because he has a shit record with remakes.
No, it's a great point, Jay.
And those eyes, those are a little rough. Because the one thing about I hate to harp on it, but Jungle Book is that all those animals look photorealistic.
Oh, CG incredible.
But like here's like, all right, even if you have to expand the ears, go for it. But like those eyes are a little too human.
Yeah, but they
Yeah.
are, and that's because this is a fairy tale. You know, I can take it, and they do want to keep the design of Dumbo, that's what I was saying. I thought they did a good job of keeping that balance of a creature that is obviously not real and anthropomorphized a little bit more than usual. But you know, I can see what you're saying too. You know, it might be a little bit of a clash having such realism with those abnormal eyes going on.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little odd, but I'm sure. I mean, if it's a good movie, we can get past it.
Yeah,
easily.
it'll bring you.
We have like 5 Disney remakes coming out in the next 3 years.
I know, man.
Oh, is that all?
I feel like it's more than that.
Yeah, and if not, there will be.
Yeah.